Lily blurted out, but soon realized that she was wrong. She quickly changed her words and smiled. I have been listening to Steven mentioning you. You two are really talented and beautiful. Charlie pretended not to hear, and handed the ancient painting to Lily, saying, this is our little gift. Lily smiled and said, you came here, that is more than enough, why bothered bringing a gift? As she said, she quickly accepted the gift box. Charlie said, you couple should be busy. Let's find a place to sit first. Okay. Steven said apologetically, I'm sorry Charlie, there are too many classmates, so I have to say hello. As soon as Charlie and Claire left, Lily hurriedly opened the gift box given by Charlie and found that there was a scroll inside. She frowned and said, what did your classmate give? Steven said, can't you see it? A painting. Cut. Lily curled her lips in disdain, opened the scroll and took a look, and said, what a tattered thing, old and rotten, I guess it's worth 1 or 2 hundreds. Steven sternly said, what do you care about how much money it cost? The classmates give it to you, the gift is a symbol of affectionate. Lily said, come on, let me tell you that in the future, such classmates should be kept at arm's length, and 2 people will give such a little bit of tattered. It is not enough to pay for their meals. Steven's face was gloomy. Lily, are you just such a snob? Lily suddenly became angry. Steven, how do you talk? I am snobbish? I want to be really snobbish, and I will find you a pauper? Don't forget, my dad invested most of the money in this restaurant. Steven's expression was a bit awkward, but he was also a little speechless at once. At this time, Gerald walked in front of the 2 of them. He had recovered a lot from the burning of the car just now, and he began to carry a powerful posture again. When he came to the 2 of them, he directly handed a thick red envelope and said lightly, Steven, your restaurant is open, and I don't know what to give you, so I just wrap you a big red envelope. Lily hurriedly accepted it as she thanked him. She squeezed her hands and knew that there was a 10,000 strong one, and immediately said flatly, oh, thank you. Gerald waved his hand and asked her, I think Charlie also came to give gifts just now? What did he give? Lily snorted and said, I don't know from which second-hand market he brought a painting. It's probably worth 1 or 2 hundreds. Gerald sneered and said, pauper is after all pauper. Charlie sat down with Claire and Elsa, and Gerald followed and sat beside Elsa. As soon as he sat down, he smiled and asked Elsa, Elsa, I heard that you came to Oris Hill this time to work in the Emgrand group? Elsa nodded, I just joined the job. Gerald smiled and said, it's a coincidence. My dad is in the Emgrand group and is the deputy general manager of a department. Then I will let him take care of you. When these words came out, several people on the table exclaimed, Brother Gerald, is your dad the deputy general manager of the Emgrand group? Yes. Gerald nodded and said, he was promoted last year. Someone hurriedly complimented, the annual salary of the deputy general manager is several million, right? That's amazing. No wonder your family is so rich. Gerald smiled and said, several millions are just wages. My dad has a lot of power and some other income. Now Emgrand Group is working on a hotel project. After this project, my dad can earn at least 10 to 20 million. A male student sitting across from him hurriedly asked, Brother Gerald, I also want to join the Emgrand Group. I have submitted my resume several times and there is no news. Can you tell Uncle and see if you can recommend me internally? Gerald nodded and said readily, okay, turn around and send your resume to me on WeChat. I'll say hello to him. Charlie couldn't help frowning. He really didn't know that Gerald's father turned out to be an executive of the Emgrand Group. This is a bit interesting. Then he should send a text message to Doris Young later and ask her to fire Gerald's father. So he deliberately asked, Gerald, since your father is so capable in the Emgrand Group, why didn't he get you in? Gerald sneered disdainfully, you know what a bullsh***. It doesn't make much sense for me to join the Emgrand Group. The relationship between father and son can't be concealed. People will always stare when I enter. Gerald said proudly, so I don't think about Emgrand Group at all. I have now established a building materials company, and then I will directly cooperate with Emgrand Group through my dad to receive orders from Emgrand Group for building materials. I see. Someone sighed. Then you are making a lot of money? Gerald snorted. It's okay, in a year, I should be able to make a lot of money. With that said, he deliberately looked at Charlie and asked, Charlie, what do you do now? Isn't it because you have been washing clothes and cooking after you become a parent?